If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, maybe unsure of what's next, or you just want more and you can't put your finger on it, or you don't know how, maybe you really have a goal that you really want to work towards or something that you really need to get to, but it always keeps going on the, I'll do that later plan. Let's move that to the now plan. Let's get back and taking control of what you really want and design this next year of something that you would love to live. Join me, Shauna B, in Recharge Your Life workshop, where you're going to learn practical steps to overcome that self-doubt and burnout, shift negative thought patterns into empowering ones, build daily habits that support your goals, and start making those changes right now. Save your seat today. The registration link will be in the comments. Let's make this next year the next chapter of your life that is the best one yet. See you there. Welcome to Release Your Inner Power and Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions podcast. I'm Shauna B, a life and mindset coach, here to help busy women like you find time, happiness, and ways to fill themselves up in your everyday life. Each week, we dive into real life challenges, from being a mom to career changes to taking time for yourself, recharging, and personal growth, so you can take action and create this part of your life right now that you truly love. Ready to make this week better than the last? Let's get started. What's up? I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to share something personal. A story about how me stepping away for just a few days completely reignited my energy, my focus, and my motivation. And if you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed or just off, this episode is for you. Let's dive into how a well-planned recharge trip can breathe life back into your goals, into your relationships, and your mindset. I recently took a 4-day recharge trip, and let me tell you, it was exactly what I needed. These past few months have been super heavy. I was feeling super disconnected, unmotivated, and honestly, a little burnt out with many different things. My ideas were just not flowing, and I just could not figure out why. I could not figure out what was going on. So, hearing about this amazing event that one of my girls was putting on and a chance to see a few people in person that I have been wanting to meet for over a year, I decided this was happening, that I'm going to step away and take this trip. Because I stepped away and took this trip, there's a few key parts that each one played a role in helping me kind of reset and realign. And one of those was fueling my business and my vision for my business. So the trip kind of kicked off or started of me taking this trip and stepping away with a business event for entrepreneurs. It was a space that was filled with ambitious, driven women that were not just talking about success, like in big, huge terms here. Like we were getting down to like the specifics and what we were really feeling and going through. I spent time mapping out my goals for this upcoming year, brainstorming ideas, and also networking and chit-chatting with other business owners. The energy in the room was so contagious and like in flow. Hearing people share their ideas and struggles reminded me that I'm totally not alone in this journey. And more importantly, it sparked ideas and an energy and motivation that I haven't even considered before. So if you're a business owner or even working towards like a big goal, get in a room with like-minded people. It is freaking game-changing. Game-changing. Here's an idea I want to share with you. Find a workshop or like some kind of networking event or an event in your industry or what your big goal may be. Spend time intentionally planning your goals, not just writing to-do lists, like planning the steps to your goals. Let yourself be inspired by other people when you go to these events and get ideas, the energy, the creativity, right? Get really inspired, get energized with that. Take it all in. Another key part was deepening friendships. Before and after the event, I met up with 2 friends. These are the kind of friendships that feel so easy and still push me to grow. We spent time catching up. It wasn't just like, surface level chit chat here. We went into like some serious, deep, soul filling conversations. The ones that remind you of who you are and where you're totally headed. We had dinner. We had a game night. And we even did late night talks where you lose total track of time and didn't even really even check the clock, And I did not even realize how much I needed that connection until I was in it and doing it. Another idea for you that could be helpful is scheduling quality time with people who energize you. Don't be afraid to have those deeper conversations about life or goals or challenges, and mix in fun activities like game nights, dinners, or just going on a walk to talk about it. The next key part that I got out of this recharge trip was finding support and encouragement. Now, throughout these days that I was on this trip, I felt supported in ways that I haven't felt in months. My friends shared encouragement. They gave feedback on ideas and reminded me of what my strengths were. Sometimes we get so caught up in doing everything ourselves that we forget to lean on our support system. So here's something I want you to try is reach out to the people who really support you, who really want to see you get there, who really want to support you in your growth. Share your struggles and your wins. It's not all meant to be carried alone. And the last key part that I want to share with you about this recharge trip that I really liked was the relaxing and having fun part. More of that, please. Of course, it wasn't all, work and conversation and deep talks. We went out for dinner, we laughed, we stayed up late, we played a game. That's like a balance of being productive and fun. And that balance is so important. We often think and can get stuck that rest means doing nothing, being lazy. But sometimes it's all about doing the things that fill you up. So here's my final idea for you. Let go of the guilt around taking breaks, around that rest, and make space for fun, whether it's a night out, a hobby, or even just a spontaneous trip of, going to the coast. By the end of those 4 days, I felt so different. I felt that fire again. I felt motivated and can't wait for the next step. I walked away with clear goals, new ideas for my business, and definitely stronger friendships. But most importantly, a reminder of who I am outside of my daily grind. It made me realize that, when you're feeling stuck or burnout, the answer isn't to push harder. The answer isn't to work harder. Sometimes the best move is just to step back and take that recharge trip or do that recharge, what have you, and reconnect with yourself. There are so many benefits to taking a recharge trip and super essential. You can get more clarity by creating the space from your daily routine that gives you kind of a fresh perspective because you're stepping away from it, right? Motivation with new environments that spark creativity and drive that you didn't know was there until you're out of your space. Connection with quality time and supportive people that deepens those relationships in your support system. And then balance, because a mix of productivity and fun leads to more sustainable energy. So here's my challenge to you, my friend. When was the last time you intentionally stepped away to recharge? Not just a quick nap or weekend off, but a real reset. Whether it's attending a workshop or planning a trip with friends or simply carving out time for yourself and making it a priority. Because when you fill up your cup, everything else in your life, your work, your relationships, your goals benefit from this. Your family benefits from this. If this episode spoke to you, I would love to hear about your plan to recharge. Send me a message, or better yet, share this episode with somebody who might need that reminder. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. And until next time, take care of yourself and stick a toe in to trying something different. Talk soon. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there is a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power.